So Al Humphries has tipped $6.32, and he says, "Hello, Nate, Culture Casino, and Tom. With all the books and comics in the AVP universe, why are they finding it so hard to make great films? Just make the books." So this is actually interesting because I'd always wondered whether it was a rights issue, right? Maybe Dark Horse owns the rights to the comics, which can happen, right? They own the certain storylines. The comics is licensed to Dark Horse, so they own the storylines, but they don't own the property, but they own the storylines. It's not true. 20th Century Fox owned everything. They owned everything from Dark Horse as well. And this came out when there was all the information to do with the AVP anime. There was an AVP anime that was made. It sat there in Disney's vaults, never to see the light of day, basically. But it all came out when that occurred because the head of products or something like that detailed in numerous interviews the process of that coming to be. And he quite literally said, why aren't we've got all these great storylines from Dark Horse, which we own, literally those words, which we own, we have the rights to, we can use them. Why aren't we? So I actually have no idea why not. Basically, Al, my dude, I literally have no idea. It doesn't make any sense.
They may still have to pay the authors of those things. That's one thing I wonder. Because we even ran into that issue when we talked to the author of the novelizations of Alien and Star Wars, Alan Dean Foster, and we had him on. He finally settled with Disney, but even then, they were under the impression they didn't have to pay squat, right?
Well, but I wonder whether that's a different thing. I mean,
it could be, but I wonder if, yes, even though they own those stories, that doesn't necessarily mean they don't have to pay residuals to the creators if they decide to use them. For instance, famously, Ethan Van Sciver gets a check every damn time they use something of his in the DC universe, for instance. True. And this is something I could see Disney not wanting to pay out these authors who wrote these books, same thing with the Star Wars things and all that stuff. Yeah. But see, when Fox had it, Alan Dean Foster said he had no problems getting his residuals for shit.
Well, no, but this is what I mean. I'm talking about this interview was when it was 20th Century Fox. So this was actually 20th Century Fox not wanting to use them. Yeah. So this is what I mean. Like, I don't know whether it would have been I think there was no will, right? Because the saying is where there's a will, there's a way. There was just no will. They just did not want to do it. I don't think they knew what they had either, quite frankly. What sort of level of fandom was there? Any other sort of thoughts on that?
No, the audience is eating up all these ideas with combining the DNA of other aliens and animals. So
brilliant.
I think that's a good idea if Disney's listening.
I just saw one. Nunchuckosaurus alien.
So I said that wins.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Al Humphries, my dude. Do appreciate that, chap. Goes a long way. So thank you so much for that tip via Streamlabs.